What did I do? I don't want to know what I've done. What the hell have I done? um, uh, uh, I think I really should have moved the Earth Roamer instead of just barging by it. Alright, what's up YouTube? And welcome back to SNOWRUNNER on Season 17. Today is going to be episode number 14, I believe. Yeah, episode number 14. How are you guys doing today? Welcome back to another episode of me just, screwing around, trying to do things. And today, guys, we've got a lot of stuff on the agenda, to say the least. I got a lot of stuff on the agenda. And that's just really because I want to try and, oh, come on, Crane. Can you not come in any further? Really? Really doesn't want to come in too much further than that. Okay. I suppose that's fine there. Restore crane. Off we go. I don't even think I'll bother packing it. There's no point. I'm not going to keep it in the back of this truck for too long. We're just going to get it over to the main road here. And that's going to be it. Oh, don't fall off the ledge. Do not fall off the ledge. Yeah, we got a lot of things on the agenda today, and that is mainly just because I want to try and get as much of this region, done as possible. Because it crossed my mind the other day that, it kind of felt like I was, taking longer than usual to kind of get these, to kind of work my way through this region. And, at first I thought, yeah, that makes sense because of, the new work sites in this region. And, they were taking up a little bit extra time, no big deal because, we had to go around to them and do a few of them. But, like, they don't actually count towards the final progress here, which is actually kind of annoying, but, it's a new idea that they were trying out, so I'm not too annoyed by it or anything like that, but it is a little bit annoying in a way because we are doing a lot of the work sites. In fact, we're doing a couple today as well, and you're kind of just doing them and you're not actually, well, we do get some reward for actually doing them, but we don't get it's like we don't get recognition for doing them, in the eyes of the progress for the thing. So yeah, I don't know, you can take that, or you can see that whatever way you want, really. I don't know. Oh, that's fine. It's fine. I'm going to actually, you're gonna have to give me a minute to turn this thing around. There's where the Tatra is. Anyways, yeah, you might just give me a second to just drive up to him because I'm gonna have to do some weird turns to get this truck out of here. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so we have that packed on there. Very nice. Yeah, so I really hope that thing stays up there because if it doesn't, I'm not going to be able to get it back up there. I'm after putting it on there with the Tatra's crane because that thing is really strong. So it can do it with ease, but the IM50 here, I don't think there's too much chance of me being able to lift the can with it. So yeah, anyways, to explain a little bit of what we're doing here today, I really just want to get into it though because I want to try and get as much done as possible. First thing we're doing, or first things first run we're kind of doing with the Voron here. We're going to be heading up to the Central Railway platform to deliver a concrete slab and 2 cement. And then, once we're up there, we are going to drive up past the fuel station up to the retreat where we will deliver a metal beam and another single cement. We're not going to have the bricks with us. We'll get the bricks probably from the railway station because it's close enough to there. And then the KHAN, the Lo4F, is going to here, this mountain safari thing. It's a fairly simple job, just pick up and deliver. I think it's there. So nothing too, oh, come on, diff lock. We're gonna need diff lock to start on this hill. Yeah, so nothing too crazy there, if I'm being honest. Simple enough. However, we are going to be doing kind of several runs here today. We have quite a few trucks set up here today. I did a good little bit of work off camera since the last time. Oh, right, I forgot that was a thing. Please work. All-wheel drive on, please. Very slowly. Floor it. I ain't sticking around to fall over. Alright, we're good. Yeah, but this first kind of batch of missions that we're doing here today, there's probably going to be a decent bit of cuts in this video because I really want to try and get a lot of stuff done. There's like a lot of stuff, and I really do mean a lot of stuff that I want to try and get done. A lot of them are tasks. The 2 contracts that I'm after mentioning are the only 2 contracts that are really on the agenda. Oh, no! Okay, off to not a great start then. That's cool. Oh, we lost. How the hell did we lose? Okay, I thought we just lost. Okay, but we lost more than just the loaf. Oh, great. I'm gonna have to go bring the Tatra up here, aren't I? I am. Nothing can just go smoothly. If it could go smoothly, then it would be too easy, wouldn't it? That's great. Alright, that's good. Got that back together. That actually took me a hot minute to fix because... oh, wait a second. That metal beam's kind of falling off the front, isn't it? I'm just after noticing that. Yeah, that kind of took me a few minutes to fix because the loaf kept pulling... It kept pulling the Phoenix over. It kind of just kept pulling the truck over, and that was because the anchors didn't really have anything to properly anchor themselves to, so that was a little bit of a problem. So I had to kind of move it up a little bit to where the Tatra was there at the moment, so that the outriggers could actually place themselves on that small bit of tarmac which is there. So that was a little bit annoying. That took a little bit longer to fix than I would have liked, but oh well. Can I drive through these trees? I want to see if I can drive through these trees. It's probably not going to save me much time. Did the beam? Yeah, oh yeah. Please don't flip. Please don't flip. Yeah, we do have to remember that we are slightly more top heavy than we would normally be here. I mean, like, realistically, like, the drive we're doing here at the moment, it's not really that long, but we still... Yeah, we still should be a little bit more cautious. We really should. And when I say we, I mean me. You are the problem here. You need to stop flipping the trucks. You need to, you need to drive like a sane person. That kind of thing. I don't know. Yeah, but to kind of circle back to a small bit of, what I was talking about there at the start of the video when I was, in the Phoenix there about feeling like we haven't been making too much progress here on this region. To circle back a little bit on that, like I kind of thought, yeah, that kind of made sense because, the work sites, and I thought, maybe that was the reason why, but, they really have, I don't think, have taken up all that much of our time in the grand scheme of things. Oh, geez, that's, I need to stop hitting stuff with that. But at the same time, yeah, we still haven't really been making much progress, and I feel anyways. And then I decided to actually be a little bit more scientific. Wait a second, it's a pretty narrow road. I thought this road was wider. I really did. This is a very, very bad. Who placed that tree there? What is this? Alright, we'll just do a little bit of fancy winching here. We should be alright. I mean, the good thing about those trees is they're actually stopping us from falling down. Like, they're really preventing us. We can't really fall down all that much. Oh, but the trailer can, of course, morph inside of that tree. Oh, yeah, of course. That makes perfect sense. Come on, get out of it. Like, that thing is properly wedged in there. How? This has not been the way I envisioned this going. Oh, there we go. I think I got it. I think I got it. Alright, we good. We good. We good. Oh, well, actually, don't speak too soon on that because we still have a lot of very sketchy road to drive around here. You know, it actually would have been faster, I'd say, to drive around the long way because this is gonna take a minute. Oh, jeez. Oh yeah, and just for the record, yes, there was a long and a short way around. And of course, I chose the short way because apparently, well, actually no, this isn't news to people. Of course, it's a very well known fact that I'm a dummy. Okay, ooh, it's very narrow, it's very tight, very tight. Oh, oh. Oh my god. Back. Oh. Okay, I did not realize how close I was to the edge on that one. I was millimeters from going over with that one. Okay. 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 It's very, just floor it, floor it, floor it, floor it. Okay, I think we're good. We're down to the water bit, so I think we're good. Oh, yeah. That's fine. Oh, that was terrible. Of course, now we're stuck, but I mean, being stuck isn't as bad as being on your side. All right, then we're out of the mud pit, and I believe we are now back on the main sort of route type thing. I mean, we still have to go over this bit of water here. All right, and we're through there. Yeah, not a problem at all. I have that completely under control. Definitely at no points was I not under control. Everything's fine. Everything is just fine. Oh jeez, yeah, that was stressful. Oh jeez, we're tipping a bit there. Yeah, I don't like having to do this type of thing where I've got like a scout packed on top of the trailer. Mostly because whenever you pack something, it does increase its weight, I believe. I'm actually not sure if that logic actually applies to vehicles and trailers as much as it does to cargo, but cargo ooh, are we? Yeah, we're a little bit yeah, too close to the edge there for my comfort. Yeah, but when it comes to sort of cargo becomes heavier when it gets strapped down to the trailer. Now, I'm not sure if the same logic applies to scouts and vehicles in this game, but because the vehicle is, as a matter of fact, kind of attached to the trailer, you are still getting, you are still adding weight to the trailer, and it will pull the trailer over. It will pull your truck and the trailer over if you're not careful. You can definitely feel it. Like, it's not something, it's not negligible. Like, you have to watch out. Okay, let's go ahead and change this to this. So that's 1 concrete slab and 2 cement. Oh, that wasn't supposed to do that. Did anything change here? I don't think so. Okay, but let's unpack trucks and trailer. Yeah, we'll unpack him a small bit. Yeah, he's definitely got a little bit damaged. This thing was completely undamaged. Yeah, we'll unpack him there. I'll try and just load up the truck a little bit more normally now, since we have this like this. Shouldn't be too hard. Alright, that took a little finesse, but I made it work. Really did take a little bit of finesse. I had to push the KHAN Loaf to the back there, which isn't easy with the IM50. You really, yeah, it just, yeah, it's just a hard thing to pack, especially when you're dealing with a long trailer like this one. You know, like if you got the IM50 and you've just got like a flatbed on your truck, you know, you're not running any trailers, you know, it's definitely manageable. But it becomes very annoying to use very fast when you have to do kind of bigger stuff. That's my take on the blue crane here. All right, but that's all good. So yeah, we'll just keep on driving up here, up to just up to the tree. Actually, I should probably pull up the job here again. Yeah, but now that we have the now that we actually have the Lo4F there inside the trailer, you know, it's not packed on top of something. The trailer feels a lot better, a lot better to drive. So that's good. And once again, circling back to what I was saying about the region and how it's been feeling like I haven't been getting all that much done. You know, when I cut myself off there, you know, trying to get over that extremely kind of sketchy, get ourselves over on that extremely kind of sketchy path type area that we went through. Yeah, I decided to get a little bit scientific and just look to see, you know, at like the missions on the little this thing, just to see, you know, how far we are. Which, as you can see, it's not great. We're 31%, and we got 19 of 81 missions. And I was thinking, okay, it doesn't look great. We're 14 episodes in, and that's all we've got done. And then I went back to look at, you know, some of the previous regions we've played, you know, just to compare them. You know, like, what's it, Almaty region, what are the regions before this? I've already forgotten. What are they? They're, not Season 16, because that's a 3-map region, but, Quebec and Austria and Scandinavia and, you know, British Columbia. You know, the kind of 2-map regions that we have played on camera and that we have fully completed. And do you want to know the thing that's all in common with them? They all had kind of around 60-ish missions, and that was it. But this region, even though it's still only a 2-map region, has 81, as you just saw there. And on top of that 81 missions, we also have the work sites, which we've been doing. So, yeah, I don't really know. That's fine. I should have moved that, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I don't really know if we're even going to get, if we're going to get, whatchamacallit, if we're going to get this region done, because it seems to have, like, I think I remember hearing that just let me squeeze around here a little bit. What did I do? I don't want to know what I've done. What the hell have I done? I think I really should have moved the Earth Roamer instead of just barging by it. Change truck, please. What have I done? Oh, okay, it's alright, we're good, we're good. Yeah, which I think I remember hearing that there's like, something like 20 total missions, or not 20 total, 20 total like worksite missions in this region. I think I remember hearing something like that. And like, if that's the case, then that means that realistically, or technically, this, oh, don't drive into the tree. Realistically, this region has probably over 100 missions, technically speaking. Mountain Safari. Thanks, pal. If it weren't for you, we'd have been waiting ages for a tow given the staff shortage. Here, a well-earned reward for getting people out of a tight spot. Okay, so 380 XP for that, and 4 grand. Not bad. not bad at all, I suppose. Could be better, could be worse. That kind of way. Okay, but now that we have that done, we're gonna hop back down here. We're gonna be hopping into the Azov 73-210 this time round, and yeah, I think I have everything we need on this. I think I do. I mean, realistically, if I have forgotten something, which I hope I haven't, we can just come back down here and grab it with the International Paystar, because I have that thing out here now. Or we could use the Tatra, because I also have that thing. I've actually brought quite a few vehicles onto the map. We're probably not going to get around to using all of them today. Even though I would really like to, because there's a lot of things I'd like to do. Mostly tasks is kind of what we're looking at the moment, but if we can just start ticking things off the box, I'll be happy. Okay, so turn on beacons there. We're gonna want, no, we're not gonna want that. Where is refuel? Yeah, we've gone through that tank pretty fast. It's already half empty. Okay, but yeah, we're going to be going we are going to be going up to the retreat with this truck, I believe, even though we need bricks, and we don't have those. We're going to get them from the railway station warehouse, like I said, but we're going to be going up here in the opposite direction, kind of, and yeah, we're going to be going to that railway station as well, and delivering, I believe it's these two, it's the slab and the beam, I believe. That's what we're delivering there. We're also going to be picking up timber from the sawmill on our way up there. So, yeah, if I'm being honest, I don't know how this is going to work, because there's no way that's all going to fit on here. We do have trucks up at the sawmill though, waiting for us. So we do have a few trucks that can help us out a small bit, and I think we are definitely going to need them. So yeah, that's yeah, I don't know. We'll just see what happens here. I'll meet you guys once I get up to the sawmill. Alright, guys, I'm here. I actually decided to come all the way up to the station here. Yeah, I know I'm not at the sawmill. We're a bit past the sawmill. The sawmill is down here. Oh, also for the reference, this is the concrete plant where we started. So we just came up around here. So yeah, nothing too difficult. I just cut the entire part of that trip out of the video, just because. All right, there we go. And just store the crane, and we'll do that. So that's passenger infrastructure actually done there. So great job. New arrivals won't have too much won't have to worry about tripping on the platform or their phone accidentally. Or their phone accidentally falling down a gap in the slabs. Thanks for your help, and here's the payment. So that was 1980 XP and 20,900 cash for that. So not too bad at all. Honestly, very decently paid. Yeah, but yeah, like I was trying to say, the reason why I came all the way up here instead of actually stopping down in the sawmill like I said I would, is because when I got there, I was kind of thinking to myself, right, I need to pick up I needed to pick up 2 medium planks and 2 wooden planks. That's what we needed to grab out of there. I was kind of thinking to myself, hang on a second, where on earth am I going to put that? like legitimately, like there a minute ago, we were pretty much as fully loaded as we could be. So I really wasn't sure what to do, so I just continued on. So yeah, I don't really know what to say. As you can see, I have actually been doing a little bit of stuff here since the last episode. Like I said, I was going to do some log ferrying. So we have the place stocked up at least a little bit. I actually need to move the P512 out of the way here. Alright, let's craft up some wooden planks. Craft up some medium planks. Okay, so we should be able to go ahead and what is it I actually need? I need 2 wooden planks. We'll put one on the platform there. We'll put one in the bed. Yeah, what we're going to essentially do here with the Pike is we're just going to ferry some planks up to the up to where the Azov is. That's all we're going to do. We're not going to, yeah, we're not doing anything too crazy here. Yeah, if there was ever a truck to call overloaded, I would say it would be this one right now in this very specific scenario. This is just ridiculous. This should not be. We should not be doing this for any reason. This is not going to go well. If something goes wrong, that's just it. That's the end. Yeah, it's just not gonna work. Where is... I know there's a fast way of getting up. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I'm going to take the shortcut this time around. When I was using the 73-210, I went up the proper way, the safe way or whatever, but this time around, I'm going to do it the fast way. Oh, oh. I say that, and then I nearly flip. Yeah, that's great. I mean, I do have a little bit more confidence in the step pike here than I would usually, and that's mostly because I got the MHS2s on there. I don't have the standard, I don't know what the steps pikes tires are called, actually. What are they called? I think they're called, like, UCD or something. They've got some kind of a name to them. I don't think they're just called Pike tires or something like that. They do actually have a specific kind of name, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna have to be very careful about how I winch myself here now as well. Because if I winch myself that way too quickly, I'll roll myself over. And if I winch myself that way too quickly, I'll probably roll myself over as well. That's great. That's great. Come on. Yeah, that's pretty good. Not too bad. Get a little winch going there just for a little bit of turn. Just get a little bit more turning in. Oh, go forward. Don't keep going down the way. Okay. Yeah, not too bad. And yeah, I think that was kind of the hardest bit of this little section here. Actually, I should have. Why didn't I refuel the truck before I? Oh, jeez, I forgot to refuel the thing. It's not too big of a deal. We should still have plenty to make it up and down, and maybe even give the Azov a bit of a top up. Maybe if I need to. I don't think I do though, because we'll be passing the fuel station again once we go up near the retreat. So I don't think that's a big thing I really need to worry about at the moment. But yeah, that's that little trip done. So yeah, you can see the Azov is right there. So I'm probably just going to do this again here real quickly. I'll cut it out the second time. I just need to go back down and grab 2 regular wooden planks, so it should be easier to do. But it'll still take me another little minute here. Come on, Pike, you can do it. There you go. Yeah, so I'm still not really sure how I'm going to load this up. I don't think this is going to work well. I have like 0 confidence at the moment. I really do. Alright guys, I'm back. It's taken me a little bit of time to actually get this set up because I actually miscalculated the amount of planks that I needed. We actually need 3 medium planks for the jobs that I'm kind of thinking about doing. Even if we don't get to the jobs that I'm thinking of doing, I still want to have them on the trucks because I don't want to drive all the way back to the sawmill. So yeah. Anyways, now that we've got this sorted out, I've got a little bit of dilemma. We've got 2 ways of going. We can go up this way, which is it's a little bit more dangerous than it looks. There's a kind of a tight cliff up here, and you know, get up to the retreat fairly quickly. Or we can go the safer way, kind of drive down here and up this bit of road along the train line, and then come up the same way that we went with the Voron. And I bet you know which one I'm going to choose, don't you? I am actually going to choose the safe way this time round. I'm sorry. I was gonna, yeah. No, the real reason why I'm choosing the safe way this time round is because I am slightly afraid of running. Oh, running out of fuel in this thing. Also, I forgot about the fact that we needed bricks as well, so we also have bricks in the back of there. And also, this wooden plank that we have on the back of the truck is just very loosely kind of sitting on the top of the truck at the moment. Same with actually the one that I have on the cab. I mean, it's, you know, in a pretty decent spot there, but it's still, you know, it's still not great of a spot for it. So, yeah, I don't really have the most faith in them staying on there, but at least if we go up the same way, if we go up the mountain the same way we went up with the Voron, which is kind of the easy way, the kind of the better route, we don't have to worry too much about the cargo falling off, which is definitely a risk at the moment because those things are very loosely just kind of sitting on top of the truck. Yeah, but ooh, that's okay, yeah, that's ooh. Please don't. Yeah, I don't know. I'll keep a small bit of this in here, but I am going to cut again here once we get close to where we were with the Voron. And once we're up there, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab the step pike. The step pike it has, you know, kind of two regular wooden planks in the back of it at the moment, and one medium plank. That's what it's got. That's what we got that thing loaded up with. And those are the planks for the retreats. The planks that we have on here. Well, actually, no. First of all, the bricks. Obviously, they're going to the retreats. The plank and the concrete block, the two concrete blocks that we have in the bed of this thing. Those are for a whatchamacallit, for a work site. For the work site, there's a bridge up near the temple. We're going delivering them to there. In order to fix that bridge, because that bridge is kind of hindering us from being able to access the temple kind of fully, and it would be very nice to actually be able to use that to use that bridge, purely because that bridge is it's not only the fact that that bridge is kind of on. Wait a second, I'll kind of show it to you here. See, this bridge here, it's not only the fact that it's kind of blocking us from getting to the temple, it's the fact that this side of the this side is much easier to drive over to than driving over to the opposite side of the temple, driving the opposite way around. Now, you could still, there are certain workarounds, but it's still very hard to get I would say larger trucks anyways over there. So yeah. Oh, is that the train up there? I think that might be the train. Is it? Yeah, it looks like it. It's a little bit too dark to see though. Oh, that's unfortunate. We actually get to oh, hello. Oh, this thing's low. Oh, I thought this thing was unloaded. I saw it on the map, but for some reason I thought this thing wasn't loaded. Why did I think that? Like, I should have been able to see that on the map. Why did I think... Yeah, this trailer has been here. I haven't driven up near it, but I thought it was unloaded. Oh, okay. Okay, so we just have a free load of logs there if we want it. Which is actually... That's actually really handy. I mean, I already stocked up the sawmill a decent bit, so it's not really all that useful to us at the moment, but it could be pretty useful to us. I don't know, it depends. I don't know how many logging type missions there are in this region. I think there's a couple, but not a huge amount. I'm not sure. But anyways, moving on to other things, just, you know, things to talk about. News for SNOWRUNNER, which there's actually been some big news for SNOWRUNNER, and it's actually kind of got me shaking in my shoes at the moment, wondering about what I'm going to do, because Season 18 has been announced on the public test server. So Season 18 is currently on the public test server. You know, you can go play it if you want to play it, if you're on PC. I'm not on PC, so I don't play it. I actually do have, even though I do actually have SNOWRUNNER, I have the base game, just the base game of SNOWRUNNER on Steam. just because it was on sale, I think, or this one time you could get it for real cheap. And I was just like, yeah, throw that in the cart, you know how it is with Steam and their extremely good deals. But yeah, SNOWRUNNER Season 18 is it's not out. It's on PTS, and yeah, that's kind of got me shaken because that means hang on, no, we're good, because that means that we have, I'd say, like 7 to 8 weeks before it comes out probably. So that doesn't really give me all that much time to finish this region, especially when we're only 34% done. What were we a minute ago when we didn't have the other job completed? It was only like 33 or 31 or something like that. So yeah, it does kind of have me shaking. So I may have to just kind of focus on the big jobs and just I don't really know. Yeah, so that's annoying. Anyways, I'm gonna jump until I get up to the up to the retreat now, because we are yeah, we've made it up to where the Voron was, so you've already seen me drive this bit. Alright then, guys, and here we are at Little Switzerland, as it is so called. So we'll just kind of pull in here. You gotta love the rear steering on this thing. The dual front steering and the rear steer on this, it just makes it so much more maneuverable than you think it would be. Okay, so that's that done. So that's stage complete on that. Alright guys, so I'm back down here at the railway station. We're in the Pike. We've got the two types of medium, or not medium, the two types of plank, the one medium plank and the two regular planks here loaded up. This is, it's 4 slots of cargo. Really, we should be doing this with a trailer. Honestly, really, I should have brought the Voron Grad down here. That would have made a lot more sense. But doing things that make sense isn't really my style, yeah. But anyways, just to talk a little bit more on Season 18. I can't believe Season 18. I can't believe I'm saying that. Season 18, and they're coming out with... I can't believe this game has seen 18 seasons of DLC content, honestly. Honestly, to think about it, it's just a little bit surreal, if I'm being honest. But yeah, Season 18, realistically, we don't have a release date. We never do have a release date when the PTS comes out, but you can kind of guess. It's not going to be too much. There usually really isn't too much difference in the kind of the cycles or the amount of time it takes for DLC to release once it hits PTS, unless there's some like absolutely like stupid bug, or there's something. Unless there's something, really bad that was happening. Like, what was it? Which one was it? Was it like when in Season 14? Remember the dual logging semi-trailer, the first one that we got? I think we got that thing in Season 15. Or no, yeah, it was Season 15, but it was halfway through Season 15. There was kind of a second update for Season 15, because I believe those kind of long logging trailer, those kind of double extended logging trailers that we got for like the medium logs, those were supposed, and I think there might have been another trailer, I forget what it was called. Oh, okay. But I think the ones I was talking about. They came out kind of in the middle of Season 15, rather than at the start of Season 15 when you expect them to come out. But the thing was that they were actually supposed to come out with Season 15 at the start, but they got removed because there was some kind of bug with them, and they made the game crash, or something was wrong with them. I don't know what it was, but they got removed and they got it added in later. That's honestly not a great example, because I do believe there have been examples of when the PTS or when the DLC got delayed, but I just can't think of them right now, but they got delayed because of some kind of bug. But in that case, they just kind of removed the trailers and added them later once they had them fixed, which is honestly a good thing, because adding stuff that just doesn't work is no one wants that. But yeah, I feel like 2 months is probably what is kind of the time frame we're kind of looking at realistically, if I had to guess. But honestly, that's only a guess. There's no way of knowing. But things that are actually coming in Season 18, and also Season 18, where we're actually going in Season 18, it's Mexico. We're actually going to a different part of the world for once. Or, well, not for once. They have actually been doing a pretty good job of bringing us to different areas of the planet. As of recent, not to say that they've been doing a bad job or anything like that, but some of the DLCs have felt very similar in ways, but this new Mexico region, like the visual aesthetic of the region, even from just like the few clips and screenshots that I've seen, because like I said, I don't play the PTS. I like to actually play it by myself. I don't really like to watch other people play it that much. I might do it every once in a while, or I might sneak in an odd sneak peek, but I don't watch it too much because I like to figure things out for myself when the DLC actually comes out, but things that, just from what I've seen, it just looks brilliant. Honestly, it just looks so different. It looks like they've actually done some really good work with the visual aesthetic and the assets and everything, really. So I just can't really say too much more than that. You really have to look at it for yourself in order to get what I'm talking about, because it nearly doesn't look like SNOWRUNNER in some ways. In some ways, it kind of reminds me of Roadcraft a little bit. it just does. But yeah, and then other things that we're going to be getting, 2 new trucks. We're getting a Mercer, another new Mercer. We're getting another truck under the Mercer name brand, which, if you forget, the first Mercer truck that we got added to the game, and it's currently the only one in the game at the moment, was the Mercer K520, which was released there with Season 15 Quebec. And yeah, that thing is, it's not one of my favorite trucks or anything like that. It's a pretty cool scout vehicle, and it's pretty good for light jobs, kind of like the Step here, even though it can't have a crane and a bed, which is very annoying. But yeah, the new Mercer is going to be it's going to be called like the Mercer R series or something like that. And honestly, it doesn't look too much different from the Mercer we have at the moment. It's just a slightly bigger version. It kind of looks just kind of like a slightly bigger, slightly wider version. It doesn't really have all that long of a frame or anything. Okay, and then we're going to, what we're going to do here? We're going to do this. There we go. And now we're going to go get that trailer. And then the other truck that's going to be added is another truck under the Billert name, which the first Billert that we got for this game, which was in the last season, was the HIB Billert. I forget what it's... Actually, I forget what the thing is called. What's it actually called? Oh no, I'm going to have to look. It's called the HIB Billert 1980. I thought it had some kind of actual name for some reason. I don't know why. No, it's just called the 1980. But the new one that we're getting is called the M something something. I don't really know what it's called, but it's a Billert, so that means it's based off of a British Leyland DAF. I'm pretty sure that's what that means, because that's what the previous Billert was based off of, and this truck, at least from the brief look at it that I did have whilst watching some people on YouTube, it does look like something that British Leyland would have made. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, another kind of unlicensed kind of truck under that kind of sort of brand. So yeah, that's all really cool, if I'm being honest. It just is. I just think it is. Okay, but yeah, I'm not going to talk too much more about that. There are other trucks that are getting updated, and some trucks with some serious updates, but I'm not going to talk about that right now because I'm going to fast forward this next bit. I'm going to fast forward myself driving this trailer up here. I also need to grab some other stuff from here. I think I need to grab, what is it, cement? 2 cements, and we're also going to pick up this scout trailer here as well. So we're going to be bringing quite a bit of stuff here with the Paystar as well. Oh, I really hope I can edit all of this into one video. I really do. And I hope I can get it out on time. There's a chance I might not get this out on time. Oh well. Just have to hope and pray. Yeah, but jeez, that thing is so big. Why is this scout trailer so big? Seriously, can anyone tell me? It just looks giant. Like every time I pull up to this specific scout trailer, why is it so big? It's giant. It just is way too big for what it needs to be. Like, what scout is going to be able to actually pull this? Please, someone tell me. Other than the F750 and like the, you know, the actual really big scouts, like the normal size scouts, what trucks are actually, which ones of the normal size scouts are actually going to be able to haul this realistically? Wait, can I not pack that? Dang it. I thought I'd be able to, damn it. Actually, what am I doing? Sure, if I can't pack it, I can just tow it. I'm a dummy. Why would I pack it if I can just tow it? Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay, whatever. Never mind. I'll see you guys here in a second because I am going to fast forward this here. Alright guys, here I am, back at the retreat. Definitely took me a minute to get up here, and I also ran out of fuel, like literally 5 feet from the fuel station, so that was great. But other than that, went pretty smoothly. All set for relaxation, shelter. Great, the construction crew has already started working, so we should be able to meet the deadline. Here you go. We appreciate your quick help, and I'm not just saying that. So that's 3,110 XP and 37,500 cash for that. So pretty well paid, I would say, for that. That's pretty decent all around. I mean, we did have to bring quite a few things up here, so maybe it could have been a little bit more, but I think that was fair enough for that. Um, However, now let me just see here because I'm thinking I may have to finish up here because I don't think I have the time to go recording for too much longer. This is already taking much longer than I thought it would take. Yeah, no, guys, I am actually going to have to finish up here, unfortunately. I honestly thought I would have enough time to get a few more things, or at least maybe a couple small things done, but I really don't think I can go on any longer than this. So we'll just have to wait until the next episode. So that means next episode, we're probably just going to focus on doing a lot of the kind of tasks and small jobs around the Valley of Falling Rocks here. So we're not going to be doing anything too extreme, but I don't know. We'll try and get a good few jobs done. At least that's my hope. You never know. We might have gotten a little bit more done here today if I hadn't, ejected or lost the can loaf at the start of the episode. But we really didn't have any too big of problems today. We just had a couple of very minor setbacks. But yeah, that's gonna have to do us here for today's episode, guys. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having fun with this season as much as I am. It's taken me way too long to do it though. Thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Goodbye.